Listen, 5 ways men can stop viewing women in a lustful way. Because you see, a man who's not able to control his sexual urges cannot control himself or his life. Simple. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Stay woke conversations. Yes, sir. Energy. Now, before I get started though, if you improve yourself, you want to improve yourself, serious about self-improvement, then feel free to join my Patreon and check all my social media links. So let's get into the video. This is a man's biggest struggle. It's lust and that. You understand? And if you're not able to control your lust, you're far behind to master yourself. And we our duty as men to master ourselves. And it's very important to control our urges and that. You understand? And start to think with our big head and not with a little head and that. Just that, very important. So let's get into it. So number one is practice mindfulness. So every time the thoughts and feelings of loss occur, or you view women as, oh, it's nothing wrong. Don't get it wrong. There's nothing wrong with viewing women. Oh, she looks good, all of that. But don't over exaggerate it. Like don't over exaggerate. So cool, it looks good. Yeah, keep it stepping. But don't over exaggerate it. Get your all head is into it. Like you see, you start fantasizing. You know, you see something as you see, it's something out of the sky came out like another planet. Like when it goes in that direction, then you're totally fucked up. So when you get your thoughts and feelings of loss, you understand me? Then you get down into the box and you look at you looking down there like the ass and the way you call the breast, all of that. When that occurs, the way you need to do is that you need to focus on your breath, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through inhaling and exhaling through your nose or through your mouth. Probably like 10 times. So you're calm, so you're able to control your tension, your stress, calm it down. So you calm and right down, you calm and collected, and you're present in the moment. So then you're able then straight away to contemplate how make the right decision. Like, nah, doesn't make sense to objectifying women in that way. Doesn't make sense. Like, let me tap into the person's mind. You know what I mean? But this is just another human being. It's another beautiful creature of God. That's the way you have to view it. It's all about perception. Because your perception creates your reality. So if we were in that direction, then you're gonna calm down. You're gonna calm down, and passiveness is mindfulness is very key. As every man should be passive anyway. Whether it's with women or be dealing with women or not, regardless. Because a lot of men, we're very competitive. We got our aggression. We support death with our hard work, dedication, naturally. So it's in our masculine nature. So we have to practice mindfulness. Just very important. To give us a calm and relaxed state. Because when you're in a calm and relaxed state, you're able then to deal with any situation accurately. Very important. So step number 2 is focus on meaningful relationships. So meaningful relationship is to understand a person's goals, their ambitions, their interests. You know, understanding who they are as people. Do you understand? That right there, that's a meaningful relationship. You know, their integrity, their morals, and that. Are they what you call it? Are they trustworthy? Are they obedient? These things. That all these collection of things is a relationship. It's called a relationship then. Meaningful. Do you understand? But if you view women in the opposite way, if you view women in a lustful way, then you don't care about their thoughts, their feelings, none of that. All you think about is the private parts and trying to get into the box. That's all you think about. And there's no value in that. Just that there's no value in there whatsoever, and men and women can take advantage of men like that. That's why you see on TikTok, for example, you have women in there only to show what they're born with. That's why they can't show what they're born with. OnlyFans, you know, Instagram, all these rap videos. So women over-sexualize themselves. You know, why? Because because they know men are lustful. They're not able to control it. They're failing to control it terribly, and they're able to manipulate and deceive men to get what they want in that. Do you understand? Because men, their heads is all the way up in their ass. So make sure that you focus on the meaningful relationships and that valuable, tangible things that actually gonna build a relationship in the long term. Or this is exactly the reason why relationships don't last. They don't last long these days. You know what I mean? In the 21st century, it's coming and going. Do you understand? Because there's no purpose, no meaning in the relationship. Do you understand? Because you're fantasizing over women that you see on TV or watch them dirty demonic sites, watching porn. Do you understand? And you want your woman to look like that and behave in that manner in the bedroom, which is not gonna happen because you've created false expectations. So therefore, therefore your relationship there's nothing there for relationship no more. There's no happiness or joy into it because you allow sexual artificial stimulation to influence your mind, and now that's your reality. Simple. So that's number 2. Number 3 is understand the harmful effects of objectifying women. If you do not understand, then you're in big trouble. You have to understand what you keep doing it over and over again. So understanding like when you're objectifying women and that, your relationship is gonna be toxic. The woman realizes that, oh, he's only want me there to get into my box. You beat it a couple of times, and you be like, oh, there's nothing there for you no more. Nothing there for you. You're tired of it, and you move on to the next woman and that. You understand? Because why? You didn't you don't understand the harmful effects of him, because it can affect you. It's gonna affect you, and it's going to affect. It's also going to affect the woman as well at the same time, and it can cause sexual harassment, violence. That's a lot of racial, got a lot of violence into it. You understand? And if you put your hands on with any sexual harassment or violence against a woman and that man, you're on court. You're 100% finished, unless you have you've got your high violent state, you got a lot of influence and power. Then you can get out of situation. You can get out of situation. But apart from that though, if just like a regular guy in that, and you harass a woman or thing, and that's it. Yeah, saying it, that's it, man. You've literally destroyed your personal and professional career. You destroyed it because it's gonna be on your record. You understand? And no organization wants to like partner with you or employ you, whatever. None of that. So be very, very careful. You have to really understand the you have to really understand the consequences of your sexual. Your loss basically. So that's number 3. Number 4, which is cultivate empathy. Very important to understand the person's feelings, their behavior. Do you understand me? When you have empathy, person, you're able to care for a person. You're able to step out of your shoes and get into the woman's shoes. Do you understand me? So you can have that bond, that understanding between each other and that. Do you understand? Empathy is very important. You know what I mean? In your professional life, in business, and especially when dealing with women. Do you understand? Because women are the complex creatures. They get triggered quickly. They get caught up in their emotions. When you did something to them, they remember. Oh, I remember you did this happened 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years, 3 years ago. Yeah, that's how they are. The complex beings and that. So as men, we have to put our ego, humble ourselves and that, and have empathy for their feelings, understand them. And the woman, when you have empathy for a person, the person will calm down, calm down and that, and the relationship progresses, and that's a win for us men. It's a win, and the relationship keeps moving, rising up and up. Do you understand? But you have to take the ego death pill, which is not easy, but it's very crucial to take that. So when you have empathy for a person, that understand the person, then the lust goes out the window. Because you got empathy for a person, you want to understand the person's feelings. Do you understand? So that is number 4, cultivate empathy. And number 5, which is seek professional help. So this is the last resort. If you're not able to practice mindfulness, focus on meaningful relationships, understand the harmful effects of objectifying women. Number 4, cultivate empathy. Then your last resort is number 5. If you've done all these things in that for a day and consistently, and it hasn't worked out, it's really your loss is so bad in that you can't control it, then you need to go and seek for help. This could be a friend, a family member, a counselor, do you understand me? A therapist. seek the help of a professional, then give the blueprint, the guidance, the help that you need to get to the root of the problem and solve it. It might be watching porn, just it might be boredom, it might be insecurity, wherever it may be. And porn is a big one. Porn is a very big one. That's why the young men, 16, 17, 18, they have the problem controlling their lust. You understand me? So they go for the easy route. Go and find a woman, and all they think about is getting down there. That's it. You understand me? But then all the consequence that goes after that, instead of doing that, it's better off switching that attachment, that energy, that drive, that motivation, that aggression, that competitiveness, and direct it into some people going to the gym. So much better go to the gym. You know what I mean? Acquiring a skill, go after your goals and dreams. That's so much better than that. Because that's gonna bring value to your life. Do you understand? That's gonna bring wealth, abundance, prosperity into your life. Do you understand me? Well, a lot of young men, they don't think in that manner and that. They're thinking with their lower head or their big head. That's what happens in that. Then their brain gets switched off. They start making stupid decisions. Do you understand? Based on their meat and that. And your meat doesn't give a fuck about you and that. If you don't control it, it will control you, and it will do whatever it feels. So that's number 5. Seek professional help once you're really in a deep down situation. That you understand, you can't get yourself out of that hole. So those are the 5 steps. 5 steps to on how to stop view women in a lustful way. So let me quickly repeat it now, so you can quickly note it down. Number 1 is path for mindfulness. Number 2 is focus on meaningful relationships. Number 3 is understand the harmful effects of objectifying women. Number 4 is cultivate empathy. And number 5 is seek professional help. So that being said, is this help you guidance, the blueprint that you need to stop viewing in a lustful way? Then that's my job done. And do so by smashing that like button and hit that red subscribe button, so to reach as many people as possible. Do you understand me? But a lot of men around the world, probably 89% of men are suffering from lust and that. So it's only right that you show the video that the video deserves, and that smashing the like button, commenting, and hitting that red subscribe button and that. Do you understand? So with that being said, I appreciate watching the video all the way to the end. And I will see you in my next video. Peace of and blessings. Stay woke.